The Australian Institute of Building 2021 New South Wales Professional Excellence Awards are proudly supported by Design Build, Asa Abloy, Milwaukee Tool, Uvex, Fairview, Caboodle, Bunnings Trade, Leahy Constructions, Legrand, and Solid Support Power Project.
Well, hello everyone and welcome to the 2021 New South Wales Professional Excellence in Building Awards. I'm Viv O'Connell and I'm delighted to be your host this evening. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners and custodians of lands throughout New South Wales and pay respect to elders past, present and emerging. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to the AIB's members and to everyone joining us this evening, wherever you may be. And on behalf of the AIB, I'd like to extend my thanks to the national corporate partners who support the Institute and the awards program, and I look forward to introducing them throughout the night. Thank you also to this year's judging panel, chaired by John Smulders, for assessing all of this year's entrants. Well, this evening's awards celebrate building professionals, those who overcome challenges to complete projects on time and on budget, those who introduce and apply industry-influenced research, and those who protect the integrity of original structures and facades. The recipients of Professional Excellence Awards tonight will be assessed for the National Professional Excellence Awards. Details on those announcements coming soon. But now, to get the awards underway, I'd like to hand over to the AIB's New South Wales Chapter President, Robert Holdom.
Thanks, Viv. Welcome everybody to the New South Wales Chapter's Professional Excellence Awards for 2021. Again, these awards have had to be held virtually given the state of play in New South Wales presently. The New South Wales Chapter continues to forge strong relations with the government, the industry and its suppliers, and the educators of our profession. And as such, there will be many of those people within those organisations viewing our award ceremony tonight. And that leads me to explain the award ceremony. In terms of where we are at, we as an industry are awarding the professional excellence in our industry, not so much the building themselves, but the diligence, the innovation and the professional excellence that the members have contributed to those projects. For everybody competing tonight, I wish you every success with your project, and as such you'll be in for a very entertaining ceremony in terms of what is on offer. For the general membership, I really look forward to catching up with you at our future events in 2022 once we can all resume meeting time again together. I thank you, and back to you, Viv, for the rest of the awards.
Thank you, Robert. Well, we'll kick things off with commercial construction. Let's take a look at the nominees. Olivia Hamblin from JLL for ANZ Fitout Parramatta Westfield. Sam Gill from Johnstaff for Phebra Expansion Project. Jack Peschardt from Hutchinson Builders for Little National Hotel Sydney. And Bill Maley of Leahy Constructions for Charles Sturt University, Port Macquarie, Stage 2A and 2B. Well, a great field of entrants across the three commercial categories. And now to the announcements. In the category of commercial construction under $2 million, the judging panel have awarded a High Commendation to Olivia Hamblin from JLL for ANZ Fitout, Parramatta, Westfield. The JLL team, led by Olivia Hamblin, applied very sound skills to refurbish and fit out a new retail tenancy for ANZ Bank, which combined customer banking and home lending functions in one project. This was delivered reliably within a strict timeline and cost budget provisions, while addressing stringent COVID-19 protocols. The on-site construction, supply chain fabrication, sequencing and delivery requirements were all required to integrate with a major operating retail centre, and the judging panel commends Olivia and the team's fine work. Congratulations, Olivia Hamblin and the JLL team. And now to commercial construction 2 to 25 million, supported by the AIB's platinum sponsor, UVEX. And to say a few words and make the announcements in this category, it's my pleasure to introduce Chris Foster from UVEX.
Thanks, Viv, and hello everyone. Hope you're all staying safe and well. We are proud to support the AIB 2021 Professional Excellence in Building Awards and look forward to the AIB relationship into the future. At UVEX, we pride ourselves on manufacturing top quality personal protective equipment, or PPE, for 95 years now, with 30 years in the ANZ region protecting our customers from head to toe. Like many of the contenders here this evening, we would share similar values in things like leadership, quality, and enthusiasm. I'm pleased to announce that the winner of the Professional Excellence Award for Commercial Construction 2 to 25 million is Sam Gill from Johnstaff for the Phebra expansion project. Congratulations.
The judging panel described this as a difficult project that has been very well achieved. Demolition, new building for laboratories and sterile areas, adaptive reuse and expansion into an adjacent tenancy, with 3 detailed staging provisions and progressive occupation, all under a collaborative construction management contract, required a degree of trust and competence that Sam and his team satisfied and achieved. Congratulations, Sam Gill and the team from Johnstaff.
Amazing, thank you. Wow, that's amazing. Wow.
Now, can I ask you, Sam, what does it mean to you to receive this award?
Well, look, it really does mean a lot, and I think one of the reasons that I joined the AIB in the first place is that it's about the individual, not just the company. And as good as sometimes you see some of the other awards are, you tend to find that it's more about the flashy projects. And in what we do the challenging stuff that's perhaps doesn't take as good a photo at the end and might not look as impressive, but they certainly are difficult to build. So, you don't do what we do for the recognition, but that doesn't mean that it isn't nice to get it.
And I imagine there's a fair few people you'd like to thank or acknowledge who are involved?
Yeah, absolutely. I guess first and foremost, I'd like to thank the AIB. Even though we're not necessarily all in the same room this year, it's still fantastic to be able to celebrate after the sort of a rather challenging 12 months. And I guess on a personal level, there's a few individuals who, at the risk of this sounding like an Oscars acceptance speech, it would be remiss of me not to mention. So to Simon Roberts, who gave me the opportunity on this project in the first place, thank you for entrusting me with this project. To the rest of the Johnstaff site team, David Infanti, Sean Anisi, Kira Freeman, with me in the trenches on a day-to-day basis and develop some really good relationships there. Our fantastic group of consultants at APC, led by Michael Mason, and finally to our client, Phebra themselves, led by Andre Vlock. It's rare that you have a client who's so supportive, and as I sort of mentioned earlier, we couldn't have done this without sort of their absolute support and belief in us. So thank you.
And now to commercial construction, 25 to 60 million, supported by AIB sponsor Leahy Constructions. And the judging panel have awarded a High Commendation in this category to Bill Maley from Leahy Constructions for Charles Sturt University, Stage 2A and 2B. Bill Maley and the Leahy management team applied sound management procedures to deliver a first-class project under a design and construct contract after an early contractor involvement that resolved initial work scopes, budgets, programs and value engineering. The work comprised university teaching accommodation, amenities, parking and related infrastructure integrated into a broader university sustainable buildings initiative. This collaborative process facilitated improved solutions, better environmental outcomes and localised the supply chain as much as possible to benefit the community. Congratulations, Bill Maley and the Leahy Constructions team. And it's my pleasure to hand over to Guy Tristram from Leahy Constructions to say a few words and make the next announcement.
Thanks, Viv. Leahy Constructions are once again proud to sponsor the AIB Professional Excellence in Building Awards. Following another tough year of lockdown and disruption, it's even more important to recognise the hard work and dedication that the project teams put into building these quality projects. So on that note, congratulations to all the nominees. However, there can only be one winner, and the Professional Excellence in Building Award for Commercial Construction 25 to 60 million goes to Jack Bichard from Hutchinson Builders for the Little National Hotel Sydney. Congratulations, Jack.
Together with his Hutchinson Builders team, Jack Peshart took on the project of the Little National Hotel Sydney, which now rises 12 stories above Sydney's Clarence Street, perched on Wynyard Walk and on top of the existing Wynyard train station structure. Featuring luxurious high-end finishes, the hotel encompasses 230 indulgent rooms, a guest gym, sprawling library and exclusive rooftop lounge and bar, with stunning city views. The east face of the hotel also features a vertical garden. Congratulations, Jack Peshart and the Hutchinson Builders team.
That's fantastic.
How does
Fantastic,
it feel?
actually.
How does it feel, Jack?
Yeah, it feels great. It's a great honour, to be honest. So it's fantastic.
And Jack, can I ask what it was like to work on this project?
It was a really I suppose challenging project to work on. So, but we had a great team with us, and we had a good client that was working with us and had a pretty clear vision for the project, which we understood too, and understood what they wanted delivered. And as I said, it was definitely one that we'll all I think remember and be proud of to work on. So that was a great job.
And is there anyone that you'd like to acknowledge or thank who was involved?
Yeah, quite a few people actually. The Hutchies directors, I would like to thank particularly Greg and Scott for giving us a platform at Hutchies to deliver these types of projects. The client on the project, Doma, Yuri Domiset, Gavin Edgar and Alex Mullis in particular, it was a landmark project for them and they trusted us to deliver that for them, and we're grateful for that. My team on the project, obviously, so this wouldn't have got done, and as I said, they're the most really to thank here. So Ryan, Clinton, Ray, John, Owen, Abby, Rob, Pat, Andrea, Eric, everyone else involved too, and apologies if I've forgotten, but I don't think so, but everyone contributed to the project and we wouldn't have got it done without you guys. The consultants, particularly Base Smart and TTW, who designed an amazing building to us to build. And lastly, I'd like to thank, and people I suppose that don't get enough recognition in this probably industry that we're in, is the partners of us in the construction industry. So it's a tough industry. We do work incredible hours. This was delivered during a very challenging time through the COVID lockdowns and everything else that was going on, and a lot of hours were put in above and beyond. So for the husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends of the guys involved with the project, I would like to say a big thank you to you guys as well. So as I said, it's not often that they get recognised, but it's definitely important because they put up a lot of sacrifices as well.
Well, congratulations once again, Jack, and thanks for joining us to accept your Professional Excellence in Building Award.
Thank you. No, that's great.
And we'll be back with the residential construction categories after these messages from the award sponsors.
AIB Chapter President, Committee, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, Fairview would like to congratulate all of tonight's award winners and nominees. As a business, we certainly appreciate the efforts of yourselves and all associated stakeholders in producing all of these impressive construction elements, and thank you for your contribution to the wider state's building and construction industry.
Well, moving on to the residential construction categories. Let's take a look at the nominees. Nat Tallarico from Trident Projects Australia for Putney residents. Trevor Chia from Ciros for Aqualuna. And Sessian Sarkis from Meriton for DY Lighthouse. The judging panel have not given an award in the under 2 million category this year. So moving on to the category of residential construction 25 to 60 million, supported by the AIB's platinum sponsor, Caboodle. And I'd like to give a big shout out to the Caboodle team, and on behalf of the AIB, thank you for your support. And now to the announcement. The judging panel have awarded a High Commendation for residential construction 25 to 60 million to Trevor Chia from Ciros for Aqualuna. The architectural concepts were an essential component of the delivery requirements for Aqualuna, and Trevor Chia successfully embodied the essence of these under a design and construct contract to deliver an excellent result. The use of precast elements and efficiencies in the reduction of some wet trades assisted in achieving an earlier contract delivery using sound, structured management practices. The judging panel commends this well-led and executed project. Congratulations, Trevor Chia and the Ciros team. The next residential construction category is for projects over $60 million, and this category is proudly supported by the AIB's Platinum Corporate Partner, Fairview. And it's my pleasure to hand over to Gary Norris to say a few words and make the announcement.
Thanks, Viv, and hello everyone. I would firstly like to express how delighted we are to be associated with the AIB, and in particular with these awards in recognising and acknowledging the very best in the industry. For those of you that may not know us, Fairview is a relatively small but growing, family-owned and proudly Australian regional business located in Western New South Wales. Fairview supplies an extensive suite of quality facade solutions and have the largest stock holdings in Australia. These awards certainly highlight the depth of talented people we have in the industry, which is evidenced by the amazing projects delivered. The judging panel have awarded a Professional Excellence in Building Award for residential construction over $60 million to Sessian Sarkis from Meriton for the DY Lighthouse. Fantastic project. Congratulations, Sessian, and all the best. Thanks, AIB. Bye for now.
This project team, led by Sessian Sarkis, managed to complete a large residential and mixed-use project with 4 staged handovers of some 350 apartments, 550 car spaces, and 16,000 square metres of retail and related facilities and community benefits. The site foundation required innovative construction techniques involving basement tanking, jet-grouted hybrid piling, careful sequenced excavation and clever sourcing of a nearby site suitable to receive the excavated material. Delivered under a tight design and construct contract and required to be defect-free at handover, This project encompassed many complex requirements and was very well carried out. Congratulations, Cecian Sarkis and the Meriton team.
Me off guard with that, so I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I'm really glad to hear that, Cecian. And can I ask, what does it mean to you to receive this award?
So it meant a lot to me also what we gave to the area of DY. The people themselves, the residents, were really happy with what they had, because they had nothing like that in the area. They had to go all the way to Warringah Mall to go shopping and to have DY there at their footsteps. Yeah, they loved it. They loved it when it was finished. So yeah, it was a beautiful development.
Fantastic. Always good when you get good positive comments from the community, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah. It put a smile on a lot of people's faces, that's for sure.
Oh, good to hear. Now, Cecian, I imagine there were quite a few people involved in this project. Is there anyone you'd like to thank or acknowledge?
Yeah, well, from the beginning, the truth be told, I didn't want to end up out there. It was too far from home from me, but the boss, Harry Triggerboff and Dave Cremona, thanks a lot for entrusting me with the responsibility of such a large project. There was a huge budget behind it, large responsibility. I think at its peak we had, in the slab-on grounds, we had 25 slab-on grounds. It's a huge job. It's 200 metres long by 100 metres wide, and at its peak we had 17 decks going at one time. So logistically coordinating, it was a massive responsibility, and to be a part of it, my whole team as well, Jason Petkovic, Salem Saman, Travis Gigliotti, and that's a few of the boys involved. So it was definitely a team effort. It's not one of those individual things. A lot of people involved in it, and thanks to all of them, yeah.
Well, congratulations once again, Cecian. Well done.
Thanks a lot.
The next two categories are adaptive use and sustainability. And to set the scene and introduce the nominees in these categories, I'd like to hand over to the Sustainability Specialist Judge, Jeff Oatman from the Green Building Council of Australia.
Thanks, Viv, and hello to everybody watching from home. On behalf of the Green Building Council of Australia, we're absolutely thrilled to be a part of this and want to thank you very much for inviting us to be part of the judging panel. At the GBCA, our role is to lead the sustainable transformation of the built environment. And the building and construction industry is effectively the delivery arm of our work. So we can't understate the importance of your role in helping us achieve our mission. It's interesting, there's a frightening stat. We spend something like 90% of our time indoors, and that's before COVID. So making sure that we design, build, and operate buildings in a sustainable way is absolutely critical. And we're finding that there is more interest from tenants who are expecting this, landlords who are demanding it, and even investors who are requiring this and saying, this is no longer a nice to have, sustainability is something that's here and it has to happen. And that's why we are absolutely thrilled and really pumped that sustainability is within the awards. So we're very happy to be a part of this, and we look forward to seeing this grow in future years. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the entrants from the adaptive use and sustainability category.
Dean Fondas of Taylor for Linfield Learning Village, Stage 1. Bill Maley of Leahy Constructions for Charles Sturt University, Port Macquarie, Stage 2A and 2B. And Aaron Person of Taylor for SOPA Office Fitout at Boomerang Tower. Well, 3 great entrants in these 2 categories, and thanks again for those comments, Jeff. We'll begin with the announcement for adaptive use, where the judging panel have awarded a High Commendation to Dean Fondas from Taylor for Linfield Learning Village. Dean Fondas and the Taylor team enabled the repurposing of a UTS campus into a new school by being engaged in early contractor involvement, converting that into a construction management delivery contract, and then reliably and skillfully, with doubling scopes of work, delivering the project. Changed requirements for bushfire protection, design evolution, and the need to deliver the project to meet opening deadlines meant Dean and his associates had to apply adaptive management techniques to successfully accommodate all these requirements. Congratulations, Dean Fondis and the Taylor team. And now to sustainability, proudly supported by Fairview. And the jury have awarded in this category a High Commendation to Bill Maley of Leahy Constructions for Charles Sturt University, Port Macquarie, Stage 2A and 2B. Bill Maley and his Leahy Constructions team took on the design and construct contract for the Charles Sturt University, Port Macquarie campus, ranked in the top 10 universities in the world for climate action. The sustainable development features a 164 kilowatt rooftop solar system, rainwater tanks, landscaping featuring drought-tolerant native species, automatic irrigation system, on-site mulching of green waste, and an automatic window traffic light system for internal climate control. Congratulations to Bill Maley and the Leahy Constructions team. Well, congratulations once again to Bill and the team. And to say a few words and make the next announcement, I'd like to hand back to Gary Norris from Fairview.
Thanks, Viv, and hello everyone. Sustainability is a new category for these awards and is one that holds particular interest for Fairview. Back in January, we launched EcoLoop, Australia's first ACP recycling solution to solve the environmental impacts of rectification works. This process diverts 100% of the ACP cladding waste from landfill, repurposing recycled material that's making a considerable contribution to the circular economy. The primary goal of sustainability in construction is to reduce the industry's impact on the environment. Unfortunately, collectively, we are making a difference. It is my pleasure to announce that a High Commendation for Sustainability is awarded to Aaron Person from Taylor for Soper Office Fitout, Boomerang Tower. Congratulations, Aaron. Fantastic job, mate.
Aaron Person was required to deliver this integrated fit-out within a 6-star Green Star environment to satisfy the demanding needs of a design and construct contract. The project's specialised needs were delivered reliably and skillfully, incorporating both passive and active green features that required careful early planning, selection of appropriately skilled tradespeople, and integration with an early handover from other construction work. The judging panel commends the high standard of the green credentials achieved. Congratulations, Aaron Person and the Taylor team. And we'll be back in just a moment after this quick break.
Welcome to the world of ASSA ABLOY. As the global leader in access solutions, we offer opening solutions, trusted identities, entrance automation, and service for institutional and commercial customers, as well as for the residential market. Every day, we help people feel safe, secure, and experience a more open world. Welcome to the world of ASSA ABLOY.
And now to the final 4 categories before the announcement of the Building Professional of the Year. infrastructure, interior construction, project management, and research, development and technology. Let's take a look at the entrance. Patrick Reevy of Taylor for Polaire Bankstown. Olivo Strumendo of Johnstaff for AstraZeneca Respules 12 to 14. Toby Schreier of RCP for David Jones Elizabeth Street Store redevelopment. And Nicholas Galati of Chadwick Technology for Midfield Terminal Building, Abu Dhabi International Airport. We'll begin with infrastructure, supported by AIB Platinum sponsor Bunnings Trade. And it's my pleasure to introduce David Grob from Bunnings Trade to say a few words and make the announcement in this category.
Thanks, Viv, and hi everybody. Well, it's great to be back together again for the 2021 Professional Excellence Awards. And, you know, it's been a little while since we've all met face to face, but that's just the environment these days that we're currently experiencing, but no less important sort of meeting virtually to celebrate the awards. And it gives us great pleasure at Bunnings Trade to be able to be continually involved with the AIB to present these awards as proud sponsors in celebrating excellence in our industry. And I suppose considering COVID and everything else we're living with these days, it has been, I suppose, at least a bonus that we have been able to continue to operate in our industry to a point. So I congratulate everyone for the entries, the most excellent entries right across all categories. It gives me great pleasure to announce the award for 2021 for infrastructure goes to Pat Reevy from Taylor for Polaire Bankstown. Congratulations, Pat and team. Well done and enjoy the award.
This facility for New South Wales Police Aviation at Bankstown Airport comprises offices, hangar space and related amenities to specified green standards on the edge of an active airport operation. Hangar space was required for both fixed-wing and helicopter equipment and required integration with existing operations. The early contractor engagement, leading to a design and construction contract, enabled all parties to develop good collaborative working relationships and solve the client's operating requirements comprehensively. The jury applauds Pat Reevy and the team's robust structured management processes, which were applied to deliver an excellent result. Congratulations, Pat Reevy and the Taylor team.
Oh wow, that's fantastic.
Now, Pat, I can't see much emotion under the mask, so can you tell me, how does it feel to receive this award?
Yeah, no, it's obviously it's a great privilege and something I'm very honoured. So it's fantastic news.
And the judging panel was very impressed with this project and the way you and your team tackled the many challenges involved. Can you give us a sense of what it was like to work on?
Yeah, it was a job I'll never forget. It was a very enjoyable project. Obviously, working inside a live airport and delivering a facility for New South Wales Police is not something you're going to get to do every time in your career, so it's certainly one that we'll look back on with fond memories, that's for sure.
And is there anyone you'd like to acknowledge or thank?
Yeah, absolutely. Like everyone involved in the project, we contributed to its success, from the subcontractors, our own staff, the support of management, and then obviously our client, our consultants, especially the operations guys at the airport too, working inside a live environment. The fact that we all work together as a team towards a common goal, that was the biggest part of the project. Sure.
Well, congratulations, Pat, once again on receiving this award, and all the best at Nationals.
Thank you.
Moving on to interior construction, supported by the AIB's platinum sponsor, ASSA Abloy. And I'd like to give a big shout out to the ASSA Abloy team, and on behalf of the AIB, thank you for your ongoing support. Well, in the category of interior construction, the judging panel have awarded a Professional Excellence Award to Olivia of Johnstaff for AstraZeneca Respules 12-14. The judging panel commends this well-delivered project, which involved the delivery of 3 new production lines within an existing medical production facility, involving decommissioning, demolition and construction of new spaces with strict environmental requirements. Olivia and the team addressed these needs under disciplined access, timeline, material handling and planned shutdown constraints with considerable skill, made further challenging with COVID-19 protocols and the need to train contractors on operating requirements in sterile areas. Congratulations, Olivia and the Johnstaff team.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So, Olivia, how does it feel?
Oh, mixed emotions as such. You don't get many individual accolades in the industry, and you can understand that. And to be picked out by the institute I'm very proud of it. Very proud personal moment, and no doubt a good feather in the cap for the company as well. And I'm happy and glad to represent Johnstaff Constructions and be able to deliver, and I guess be recognised as such for a project which was definitely the type of projects I love doing, the ones that are challenging.
And Olivia, anyone you'd like to acknowledge or thank?
Yeah, sure. Probably I'd like to a couple of things. Dedications definitely to my late wife, who is no longer around with us these days. She would be very proud. She worked in the industry, so knowing that, and she also worked in that field, in the design field of facilities. So definitely she would have been very proud of me, and also my late father, who was a great influence on me. We lost him very recently, actually. So this project was a project which, with its strains and stresses, as well as the what I was dealing with at home or outside of work, it's only a dedication to them. Those people who are still with us today, I'd definitely love to thank first and foremost the Johnstaff crew. Simon Roberts, the project director, who allowed me the reins to basically be the captain of the ship. I had a fantastic alliance or crew. We sit in the same office with Andrew Rapp, Liam Vidal, and the support crew thereafter. Those 3 were very instrumental in, as part of the team, the quartet as such.
Well, congratulations once again. Great to be able to have a chat tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And once again, thanks to the Institute and all the participants as well.
And now to project management, supported by AIB Platinum sponsor Design Build. And it's my pleasure to introduce James Lang from Design Build to say a few words and make the announcements in this category.
Thanks, Viv, and good evening to everyone watching online. Design Build is delighted to be partnering once again with the AIB on the Professional Excellence in Building Awards, and I'd like to personally congratulate their whole team on rolling with the punches and managing to deliver these awards despite everything that has been thrown their way over the course of the past couple of months. We certainly can't wait to connect with the industry again in person at Design Build 2022 in Melbourne next May. And now, on to the important bit. The 2021 Professional Excellence Award for Project Management goes to Toby Schreier from RCP for David Jones' Elizabeth Street store redevelopment. Congratulations, Toby.
When Toby Schreier commenced refurbishing the 93-year-old heritage Elizabeth Street store building, part of an operating retail environment, there was a requirement to prepare management systems. The system was specified to be resilient to the changing needs of David Jones's retail planning and accommodate the as-found conditions of the old building to ensure that when completed, it would be fully compliant with current standards. The difficulties accommodated some 35 separable portions, 4 stages, the need to keep retail trading effectively, long-term lead-loaded dust pollution, fire rating and services deficiencies. A robust programming and budgeting system was implemented to assist both the construction process and the client in value managing the work, sequencing the operational aspects and keeping retail operations effective over 4 years. Congratulations, Toby Schreier and the RCP team. So, Toby, how does it feel?
Oh, I guess, yeah, a feeling of pride, I guess. I'm extremely proud of the project itself, which was amazing, but I guess humbled as well, because I know there are a lot of other great projects out there as well. So to be the winner is very humbling and an amazing accolade.
Well, it's an iconic building, Toby. Can I ask, what was it like to work on?
Yeah, so as we pulled this building apart and basically refurbished every little part of it while people were shopping within the store, and didn't lose a single day of trade for the entire period of the project. So that was a big accomplishment.
That is absolutely huge. And I imagine you've got a fair few people that you'd like to acknowledge or thank who are involved in this amazing project.
Oh, look, absolutely. I mean, it definitely wasn't just up to me. So firstly, my internal team, my director, Mark Dibben, and my project manager, John Manahan. I couldn't have done it without them at all. And the rest of the support I got from RCP as a company. David Jones, both the project and operations teams for, I guess, the opportunity and all the support throughout the project. And Mainbrace, our builder as well. They really gave it their all and to deliver such a complex beast of a project.
Excellent. And anything else you'd like to say before I let you go?
Not really. I think that basically sums it up. But how do you sum up 5 years of such an awesome project to be involved with? But look, it's the project itself deserves to be recognised, and if this helps towards that, then I'm extremely happy that it's able to do that.
Brilliant. Well, look, congratulations to you, Toby, and to your team as well, and everyone who's involved. Fantastic effort, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the awards.
Great, Viv, thanks very much for that.
Pleasure. And the final category is Research, Development and Technology, supported by the AIB Platinum sponsor, Milwaukee Tool. And I'd like to hand over to Andrew Fleming from Milwaukee Tool to say a few words and make the announcement in this category.
Thanks, Viv. Hello everyone. I'm honoured to be here tonight representing Milwaukee Tools. Milwaukee Tools are proud to support the AIB and present this wonderful award. The 2021 Professional Excellence in Building Award for Research, Development and Technology goes to Nicholas Galati from Chadwick for Midfield Terminal Building, Abu Dhabi International Airport. Congratulations, Nicholas.
This project required design, engineering, testing, detailing, manufacture and installation of complex 3D roof geometry, drainage, facade, soffit and cladding systems for the replacement of an airport terminal building in the UAE. The attention to detail and innovation required to resolve this work was extraordinary, and the challenge to integrate with a larger and long delivery program of the whole airport infrastructure required constant adaptation. Nicholas Galati and the Chadwick team were dedicated to this task over a 7-year program, managing local labour, supervision across extraordinarily large and long building workfaces, developing materials handling methods, their movement and placement, maintaining safety at heights, budgets and quality. The judging panel described this as a superb result. Congratulations, Nicholas Galati and the Chadwick team.
Well, thank you very much. That's excellent news.
Nicholas, can you tell us a little bit about what it was like to work on this amazing project? The judging panel were clearly very, very impressed by it.
Yeah, well, it is a very unique project, and I was privileged and my team was privileged to be working on this major project, which will be a building that will become sort of worldwide, well-known, and significant piece of infrastructure for Abu Dhabi, with very unique architecture and lots of challenges to do with all sorts of issues, from construction, design, geometry, logistics, all sorts of things, yeah.
Excellent. And I imagine there's a fair few people you'd like to acknowledge or thank who are involved?
Yes, of course. Yes, there are a lot of people, and well, firstly, I'd like to thank the awards judging committee for voting our project as the award recipient. I'd like to thank my staff. Firstly, we had about 120 people, involved, directly employed. My project manager, Robin, construction managers and supervisors, all our engineers and planners, quality and safety managers, our accounts departments, administration departments. Thank you to all of those. We had up to 1,500 subcontract labour on site, our supply chain, fabrication companies and engineering, external engineering. Thank you to all of you as well. I'd like to thank my directors, Peter and Bill, for their support. Of course, our chairman, Dick Chadwick. Thank you for your support and the trust in me and our team to see this project to the end. And of course, I'd like to thank finally my wife and my children who supported me throughout this the whole project. The long hours and the stressful times, and their support, and my extended family as well.
Oh, well, look, wonderful, Nicholas. Thank you so much for joining us. Great to hear a little bit about the project and what was involved from your side of things. And I'll let you go and enjoy the rest of the awards now.
Thank you very much, and you have a good evening too. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations to all of the winners so far. Before we move on to the next announcement, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank AIB sponsors Solid Support and Power Project and Legrand for their support of the AIB and the awards. If you're watching the show, I hope you're having a great night. Well, we now know what the jury's decisions have been, but what did everyone else think about this year's entrants? It's time to announce the 2021 New South Wales People's Choice Award, which goes to Bill Maley from Leahy Constructions for Charles Sturt University, Stage 2A and 2B. Congratulations once again to Bill and the team. Now, the final announcement of the night, the 2021 AIB Building Professional of the Year. This is an award that is reserved for only the highest level of professionalism, displayed by the project leader and their team. And to make the announcement, I caught up with AIB National President John Gaskin a little earlier. Thanks so much for joining us for the New South Wales Awards. Now, I know we'd all rather be in a room having a few drinks together and celebrating in person, but how important is it that we're able to celebrate the achievements of the AIB's members through the awards?
Well, it's very important. 2021 sees the Australian Institute of Building not only celebrating the high quality projects entered in the State and National Professional Excellence Awards, but in this year, 2021, the Australian Institute of Building celebrates its 70th anniversary, which I'm sure everyone would say is a tremendous achievement for any organisation.
It sure is, John, and look, it's been great to see the work of so many of the AIB's members in the awards tonight, some really exceptional projects. Do you have any comments about the work of the New South Wales members?
Look, I think the New South Wales The AIB has undertaken to ensure that we have our PEAs in the wider industry achievements where the COVID-19 allows us to. And the New South Wales Virtual Professional Excellence Awards, it's a demonstration of this commitment, how we can overcome all sorts of problems that everyone in Australia is facing, I guess. New South Wales Professional Excellence Awards is a total of 18 entries into tonight's awards, which is a great effort. 2 of these awards are new categories. The first is adaptive use of buildings. The second is a category of sustainability of buildings, and they've all been developed with the support of the Green Building Council of Australia.
Fantastic, and we've heard from Jeff Oatman. He's sent through a message that we've played in the show, so great to hear his thoughts about how important it is that the AIB is including those 2 categories in this year's awards.
Yes.
Now, do you have a message for the AIB's members watching, not just in New South Wales, but from across Australia tonight, John?
Well, our thanks to all Australian Institute of Builders members and the companies that support them. And I'd just like to take this opportunity and thank all the state and national councillors for their commitment and contribution, particularly in these difficult times, and especially the judges for their time and commitment to carry out their task under such difficult circumstances. I'd also like to thank the Young Builders Alliance for their continual commitment to the AIB, as the Young Builders Alliance provides the support for the career development of the future professionals for the building and construction industry and for the AIB organisation.
Fantastic. And now, John, as the National President of the AIB, you have one final duty to perform tonight, which is to announce the 2021 New South Wales Building Professional of the Year Award. Over to you to do the honours.
Well, it gives me great pleasure to announce the 2021 Building Professional of the Year, and that's Jack Pershard from Hutchison Builders for the Little National Hotel in Sydney. And I give my congratulations to Jack, his team and Hutchison's.
Jack Pershard took on this challenging project with his team and set about delivering this project in 5 months, overcoming many challenges, above an operating train station with no street space, using innovative multi-level fabrication and external facade assembly systems, as well as change design requirements and weather protection of the lower levels to enable earlier finishing. Finding ways to address materials handling was crucial for delivering the program requirements, using multiple crews, prepared crane-ready cages, strict sequencing, site storage, and site materials loading to satisfy construction requirements. The judging panel applauds the high level of planning and execution. Congratulations, Jack Pershard. Well, congratulations, Jack. And I have your trophy right here.
Wow. Yeah, wow, fantastic.
And how does it feel to be the New South Wales Building Professional of the Year, Jack?
Look, it's an amazing honour. So a surprise, definitely. So and I'm sure, as I said, the level of projects and the people we're up against too for these awards is we understand the quality and the amount of great projects that get built every year in New South Wales. So yeah, it's an amazing honour. Humbled is probably the best way to put it.
And you spoke a little earlier about some of the complexities. The judging panel obviously thought you and your team went above and beyond here. Anything else you'd like to say about this project?
Look, well, as you say, so it definitely was. It's one that everyone will remember as the challenges. Building directly above a live train station, one of the busiest train stations, if not probably the second busiest train station in the country, that we couldn't impact on their operations at all. All materials, there was nothing that could get up into the building that wasn't craned in. Everything about the project was a challenging, extremely tight site, sort of postcard sort of size with very, very limited access. So, as I said, the team that I mentioned before and need to mention again, they did an amazing job to, considering all of those challenges, be able to deliver a project that everyone's extremely proud of. We know that the DOMA, the hotel operator and owners of the building, are extremely proud of it, and it's a job that we'll always remember and be glad to be involved with.
Well, thanks for joining us, Jack, once again. The trophy will be headed your way very shortly, and congratulations once again.
Thank you. Look, as I said, it's a real honour and really, really appreciate it.
And that brings the New South Wales Professional Excellence in Building Awards to a close. I'd like to congratulate all the entrants and the award recipients, and just a reminder that you can access the awards magazine online soon. The Professional Excellence Award winners will now go through for the national jury's consideration, and more information coming soon. Best of luck to all of the contenders. On behalf of the Australian Institute of Building, I'd like to thank the national corporate partners for their support and for being part of the show tonight. Thank you for joining me once again. It's been an absolute pleasure to be your host. Good night.
The Australian Institute of Building 2021 New South Wales Professional Excellence Awards are proudly supported by Design Build, ASSA ABLOY, Milwaukee Tool, Uvex, Fairview, Caboodle, Bunnings Trade, Leahy Constructions, Legrand, and solid support Power Project.